So this is a trick that I've never seen anyone do. If you've seen someone do this trick before, let me know in the comment section below. I'd like to see a clip of somebody doing it. I'm calling it a caveman manual, but for me, when I think of a caveman, I usually think of grabbing the board in the middle like Indy and jumping onto it or jumping into something. I guess you could say bomb drop or acid drop. It's kind of like something like that. It's when you're grabbing the board with your front hand on the nose and jumping straight into a manual. All right, so before you learn how to do this trick, you need to know how to do the two tricks that we're combining. So the first one and the easiest is just jumping on your board like this. So if you practice kind of running with your board or walking with it, dragging the tail a little bit, kind of lowering your arm fully, extending this arm, and then jumping onto the board with your front foot over the front bolts, kind of pushing like that. So just kind of practice getting on the board like this. You can do it slowly at first, but before you learn to do this trick, you need to be able to do this very smooth. You could practice flipping into it. So when I flip into it, I'm just kind of rotating my wrist like that. And then I'm letting it hit all the way on the ground before I jump on it. That might be something fun to do while you're learning this trick. So before you learn to do a manual on a ledge like this, you want to be able to do it on the flat ground and maybe in a parking lot, going from one parking space to another over that entire section, and then hold it for longer and longer and longer. Because ollieing into it is a little bit more difficult, but after you're really comfortable just holding a manual, then you can start ollieing into a manual. So you want to know how to ollie into a manual first. You can practice that stationary. You could pop and try to just catch it in a manual like that. If it's scary to do that at first stationary on the concrete, you could try to do that in the grass. I've never actually tried to do this. All right, so I'm gonna ollie. Yeah, then catch it in a manual. That actually worked really well. It was a good way that's safe to kind of figure out how to land in that manual. So what I'm doing is, as I'm ollieing, I'm bending my front knee. Both knees really bend, but the front knee bends a little more. The weight on my front foot is not completely flat. It's at an angle. Some people have it more at an angle than others. Some people hold it like this, but I can feel that I'm kind of going like that a little bit to hold the manual with the front foot. For me, with my back foot, when I'm doing a manual, I kind of have some tension where my heel's up and I'm, you know, shaking a little bit and holding it like this, but I'm trying to keep it stiff. But you can definitely feel a little bit of tension in like your Achilles and the back of your ankle. All right, so after that, you could practice doing a manual all the way across the ledge, holding it, you know, get good at that. And then after that, you can practice this in the grass as well. So we're doing the little caveman manual. I have a hard time not tapping my front wheels when I'm doing this. So what I try to do is I try to get it in front of me a little bit. So I swing it out and I kind of throw it in front of me. And I also try to catch it with my feet before it hits the ground. So if it hits the ground before my feet hit it, it's going to tap and then come back up. So the front wheels are going to tap the ground and pop back up. So what I'm trying to do is not let that happen, but also I have a problem with either scraping the tail, landing too far in the back, or my back foot completely missing the tail and doing the splits. I've done that a few times today while I was trying to do this trick. So that one was pretty good. I'm usually running forward. I swing it out this way and then I throw it forward, kind of like you're throwing a skimboard forward. And as I throw it forward, I jump forward and catch it before it hits the ground. So this ground is super rough, but we can kind of try to do it on here. So yeah, let's try to kind of move a little bit forward. Just throw it forward. Okay, that time I think the front wheels tapped and the tail hit. All right, so that one was pretty good. You can kind of feel it when it's gonna be good. It's really just like ollieing into this. You just kind of have to catch it before you put it down, and then the rest of it's just like you ollied into it. So how are we running? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got a lot more videos to come, so hit that subscribe button, scroll through my channel, check out my other videos because I've got a lot more videos like this, and thanks for watching.